The learning outcome of this module is to understand ways to be someone who others can trust and count on. Let's get started.
We're going to talk about the action steps to become someone others can trust and count on. The first thing to think about is to disclose appropriately. It's widely agreed that without trust, you can't have anything. Just think about the daily actions that hinge on others' ability to trust that you have their best interests at heart. Although trust must be built over time, there are a few key actions you can take to speed up the process. For example, let others get to know you. Without vulnerability or admitting your fears, weaknesses, or interests, others may invent different explanations for your behaviors. Take this example. What if you were frequently late to work? Someone might conclude that you're either scatterbrained or you're lazy or you're not responsible. But if you had shared with them that you're a single parent, they may have a different interpretation of your behavior. That you do have good intentions, but factors outside of your control get in the way. Moreover, when you disclose appropriately, others are more likely to do the same. So how do you disclose appropriately? You should share information about you such as your goals, your dreams, hobbies, your pets, your family, your dream vacation spot, and then start with easy topics and work up to more personal ones while understanding what's appropriate to share, things like what you think your weaknesses are and what isn't, why you hate your why you hate your boss. Next, seek feedback. You can frequently ask for feedback about how you positively contribute to the team you're working on or the organization you're working for, as well as where you can improve. You can make it a goal to ask one person per week to give you feedback. Start by asking things like, I wonder if you could help me with something. I set a goal to ask for more feedback, and would you be willing to share your observations with me? If they agree, ask them, what behaviors do you see me doing that are helpful to the team, and what should I be doing differently? Listen, and don't disagree or explain or argue. Don't interrupt, just listen. Avoid putting your point of view as it may appear defensive. Just take responsibility for what you've asked for, take the person's perspective, thank them for the feedback, and then incorporate it as necessary. Next, fulfill your commitments. You can further earn trust by just simply doing what you say you'll do. Make sure, on your to-do list that you keep, include all of the commitments you make to others. If you can't make a commitment happen, or if you can't fulfill a commitment in the time frame that you promise, you need to let the person know as soon as possible. You should apologize that you can't make it happen and then renegotiate a deadline or figure out some other way to get it done. You also need to learn to say no. Saying no is an extraordinarily powerful tool because it's better to politely say no than to take on a commitment and then not follow through and disappoint somebody. And next, admit your mistakes. Making mistakes is human. To earn trust and respect, you need to just be quick to admit mistakes and take responsibility. If you screw something up, you should stand up, you should take responsibility, and then clean up your mistake. This means you should acknowledge the mistake as soon as you realize it, and ideally in a matter-of-fact way. You need to take responsibility. Then take the necessary actions to rectify things, including informing others who will be affected about, the mistake that you made and how you're going to fix it. You got to remember, it's so much easier for people to trust you if they believe that you're going to let them know when you make a mistake, right? Finally, keep secrets. If someone tells you something in confidence, you need to keep it and don't share the information. And this includes your close confidants, your spouse, your friends, etc. Because if you share this information, people are not going to perceive you as trustworthy. Imagine if you told someone's secret to 2 people, who then told 2 other people, and so on. How many people in the organization you work for would know that secret? If you're not sure if something is confidential, you should specifically ask. Ask them, say, hey, am I correct in assuming this is confidential information? And if you don't have the ability to ask or you forget to, just assume it is and don't say anything. The one exception to this rule is if you become aware of something that violates ethical or legal agreements or that presents concern for the safety of others. And in that case, you should definitely address the issue that you've learned about with either HR representative or your boss or someone you can trust.
We hope that you found this module on building trust useful. Remember, there's a complete transcript of this video below, and there are downloadable takeaways that you can use offline. Also, leave us a comment below about how you're better at building trust today, Or just leave us a comment about how we can make this section better. Thanks.